Let's talk about fighting power and level differences in fighting powers, because as we all know, there are levels to this. Okay, first off, your fighting power, your level of power, has three main factors: your technical proficiency, your physical proficiency, your physical condition, and your mental condition. Okay, now your physical condition is the prerequisite. So you need to have a body to be able to fight. And you need to have some specific mentality. You need to be able to fight. Okay? And technique really is just like you have some natural instinct to fight. Okay? Now, where it gets difficult is that there are vast areas in all three aspects of that. There are people who are very small and very weak, people are very big, very heavy, very strong, and all of that. So let's talk about all three factors and then about differences and levels. Okay? First of all, most importantly, your body. Okay? Obviously, the bigger you are, the more potential you have for strength. Okay, and an untrained person is automatically, we're talking about healthy people, is automatically stronger the bigger they are. Okay, it's like there's no replacement for displacement. But here's the thing, training changes that vastly. So I've recently uploaded a video of me fighting a huge guy twice my weight, and people automatically assume that he is a lot stronger than I am. And here's the surprise. I'm stronger than him. I can lift more weight than him. I can bench more weight than him. I can squat more weight than him. I can clean and jerk more weight, etc., etc. Okay? Being heavy does not automatically mean you are stronger. It means you have more potential for strength. My favorite weightlifter, Naim Sulaimanoglu, nicknamed the Pocket Hercules. Most of you guys, would completely underestimate his strength, like by a gigantic margin. That guy is a lot shorter than I am, a bit under 5 feet, less than 5 feet, okay? Like 4'10", I believe, 4'9", 4'10", and only 55 kilograms. That is like 150 and 120 pounds. Absolute miniature guy. Now let's say a normal guy of my size, like about 80 kilograms, 1 meter 73, so like about average for a man, a little shorter than average, all right? Usually you would be able to lift above your head about maybe half your weight, okay? So maybe 40 kilograms. You are quite well trained if you can lift your own weight from the floor and above your head, okay? I'm usually a lot stronger than my competition, and I can clean and jerk a little more than 100 kilograms, 105, so a little less, like 140% of my weight. Naim Sulaimanoglu, that high, that short, that small, he puts above his head, clean and jerk, 200 kilogram. 200 kilogram. He's twice as strong as I am. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane strength. If you look at him, absolutely nobody would ever estimate his strength to be so crazy. Like the heavyweights, the biggest and heaviest lifters in the world, like Matthias Steiner, like the German guy who was crying because he was fulfilling the promise to his dead wife, like absolutely fantastic story. He's like 1 meter 90, like 6'4" something, and 170 kilograms, like 350 pounds, and he's lifting 270 kilograms. Okay, so he's 3 times as heavy as the small guy, and he's not even 1.5 times as strong. Okay, so keep that in mind. Strength difference is in your weight you have an area of strength you can have, your basic strength untrained and your max strength also pertaining to your body type. And that is huge. That is much more than a natural difference. Okay? Keep that in mind. Strength. Next is mentality. Okay? So you can have like zero fighting mentality, as many people do. Many people do have that. They're very much pacifist. Maybe they even think that they would be defending themselves or whatever, but they would never just actively go and fight somebody. So there's already a much more pacifism in them than in me. I would totally go and fight somebody to take something away of him. And I do that, or like that's what I do for fun. Okay, I'm fighting people for fun because I have fun fighting and hurting people. It's fun to me, and luckily most people are not like that. And that goes up. There's a saturation. Okay, so you can have absolute killing mentality where you are ready to kill the other guy and to die, and that's the maximum. Okay, that's the maximum. There's nothing beyond that. If you've reached that level, that's it. No drug in the world will make your mentality even worse or whatever. That's just it. Going all out, full, bam. Or going zero or something in between. Okay? And now most professional fighters should come very close to that maximum level of mentality. Okay? And most other people will not. If they would have that maximum fighting mentality, they would have searched a profession where they can do that. Okay? So some like soldiers have that mentality, or some other guys, but mostly it's professional athletes, professional fighters who have that 100% fighting mentality, and most other people do not. Okay, we will talk about in self-defense videos about that, because most people, even when they are attacked, they will rather not fight back and just try to survive or run away or do whatever. Okay, and there's strategy and stuff. Okay, that is very much also a link between mental and technical aspects. There's technique. Technique is linked to strength because it's how do I activate my muscles, and it's linked to mentality because it's when do I do what. Timing is the most important factor in a fight, and that can just go up, 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 up. So there are huge differences between somebody who is untrained and somebody who trains even just a year in technique, in technical proficiency, and a huge gap to one who trains 5 years or 10 years. And even at the highest level, you see like world champion fighters, and there's just like that one guy who's even so much better, like a Floyd Mayweather, who's like untouchable. Other world champions barely touch him. He's still got that baby face after winning 50 fights in a row because nobody touches him. It's just that much beyond competition in timing, in exactness of movement. That is just, there's no real saturation point. Because unlike in the other factors, like a 5% increase in strength will not do that much. It will do a lot, we will talk about that. But a 5% increase in timing or in technical proficiency will mean that it's incredibly difficult to overcome that. Okay, it's just so difficult. About 1 year of training, like a blue belt level in jiu-jitsu, will equalize about 20 kilograms of difference. It doesn't sound like a lot. That's like 45 pounds. It's quite a lot. Like I'm 80 kilogram, a man of 100 kilograms looks a lot bigger than I am and is a lot bigger. About 1 year of training will make you an equal to that. About 10 years of training to become a black belt will put you above almost anybody who is untrained. That's just a fact. They don't know what they are doing. I don't know why is that so insulting to some people or so offending. Some people are professionals at fighting. Some people don't have the slightest clue about. Like you wouldn't think that you can automatically be a doctor and discuss with a doctor about medical aspects when he has studied that stuff. Or you wouldn't think that you can naturally just like soccer play against Ronaldo, or I hope. And in fighting it's just very much the same. Okay? So if you train, you will become a lot stronger, and 10% increase in strength will make a big difference. If somebody is 10 kilograms heavier than you, about 10 to 15% in absolute terms stronger. If he's 10 to 15% absolute terms stronger, he will feel twice as strong, because that is the effect that it will have. It's so surprising. If I can bench 100 kilograms, 225 pounds, how many times can I bench 65 kilograms? It's not twice or thrice, it's 20 times. So if I'm 50% stronger, I can do your max 20 times. And now even more surprising, if I'm 10% stronger, you can bench 90 kilograms, I can bench 100. Not so much difference, right? I can bench 90 kilograms between 3 to 5 times. 3 to 5 times, that's a huge amount. That's like 5 times as many as the guy can who's just 10% less strong. So that strength difference accounts for a lot, and you can, if you're trained, double your base strength, or maybe even triple your base strength, putting you way above your fighting proficiency that you had before. Like when you tune up a car Fast and Furious style, and you take like a shit car with 100 horsepower and you make a bang 200 or 250 horsepower, that's a whole other level. Okay? So strength training. Mentality training, like getting used to getting hit. Okay, learning strategy, when do I do what aspect, staying cool, staying breathing, and learning to attack, getting that feeling for how to hurt somebody. Huge difference. And then also, I repeat, work on that technique. Okay, work on that technique. You'll be surprised how unproficient most people are that are untrained. And when you begin training, you might be shocked by yourself, by how bad you perform, but very quickly it will become a lot better. Okay? And as with strength, okay, if somebody's 10% stronger, that strength will always be there. And if you're 10% better technically, or 20% better technically, that will just always be there. So if you have a training partner that is just slightly better than you, it feels like he's twice as good, and he's not. But he has maybe twice as high the chance of winning a fight, or 5 times as high. Because like Usain Bolt is maybe 1 or 2 seconds faster than me on 100 meters, or maybe it's 2 or 3 seconds, okay? So like it's not twice as fast, okay? Let's say that. But he will win 100 times of 100. I will never stand a chance in a sprinting race. If I'm stronger, I will always win a strength competition. If I'm the more proficient fighter, any hit, like it will be almost impossible to hit me if you are not trained at it. Okay, even if you're bigger or stronger or whatever, because I know what to do and you do not know what to do. And that level is again and again and again and again. And there are fighters who have like 1,000,000,000 to 1 chance in a fight. There are fighters where we have literally, like virtually 0 chance. Even if you get a flush, full bang and hit on Mike Tyson's chin, nothing's gonna happen. Like how? We don't even know how to hit hard enough to even hurt him. And the chance will be like virtually 0 again to even touch him. So there are those huge level differences. Like there's 1,000th level between, thousands of levels between a low level fighter, an untrained, low trained, middle trained, high trained, amateur level fighter, good amateur level fighter, professional fighter, international professional fighter, and bam, full on world class fighter. Huge difference. So I hope I did not go too confused. And sorry for not being too funny this time, and hope you still enjoyed the video. If there's any questions open, please just drop a comment and I will gladly talk at length about it. And see you next time.